Alexa, turn on the lights. Welcome back to another video. This week we're heading south, but currently we're in a little town called Sand, which is about 2 hours north of Oslo, on this incredible frozen lake. Let's get on with the video. So the last few days we've been heading south. We're currently heading south from Oslo, heading towards Gothenburg. The aim there is that we're hoping to get our tyres swapped back over from our studded ones that are on to the all-terrain winter tyres that are under the bed. Fingers crossed we can find a garage this morning that can just fit us in for this to be done, but I don't know if we will end up being that lucky. We've got about a week now. I think our train is booked for Thursday next week at about 3 o'clock. So we've got about a week to weave our way down through Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, France, etc. Since we came past Oslo, the roads have been pretty clear, to be honest. So we were going to hold the tyres on till Malmo. But I think at this point, instead of getting all the way down there and then struggling to find somebody to actually change the tyres, I think we're just going to see if we can try and get them off in Gothenburg. So let's go and find out if we can find somewhere to get these studs off. So, tyres are changed. We've now got to figure out getting these back under the bed again. But they do give you nice little baggies. They almost chew themselves out. Weird, isn't it? Good morning. Last night we stayed in this lovely woodland park up behind us. I will say we noticed a big difference actually, pulling off the main road sort of motorways, which up here are clear, to going on these back roads where it is just snow. You notice a massive difference having studs and not having studs. It is, yeah, instantly noticeable. I think the plan for today, again another driving day, we're heading south again. We have about 2 hours till we're at Malmo. I think we're about an hour and a half south of Gothenburg as of yesterday. We've got a campsite booked down near Malmo just because we need to do washing, we need to have a shower, etc. And get the van a little bit more organised really before we start heading down south. I think it's a bit of a driving and an admin-y day to head south, but let's get on the road and enjoy the day. So, we've got another day on the road today. Very sadly, we've just crossed out of Sweden and we are now in Denmark.
Yeah, and all the snow is completely melted now, pretty much, so there's only slight remnants on the side of the roads, but it's been replaced by some pretty brutal winds that we've been battling, but luckily today it's behind us, isn't it? So
yeah,
we've got about 1,000 miles left to go to get back home, haven't we?
Yeah. Which we're going to be tackling over the course of about 5 days. Mainly because, like normal people, we have normal jobs, 9-to-5 jobs, so we don't want to go back absolutely knackered after smashing it back across most of Northern Europe, basically. So we're going to try and get to the German border by tonight, have a bit of a chilled, more remote park up, I think, because we were at a campsite last night, so go out and enjoy a bit of nothingness really again, I think, after being in the city. So yeah, I think that's the plan. We'll pick up with you when we get to the park up. So we probably owe you guys a bit of an explanation, because the last bit of footage probably leaves us off somewhere way up in Europe. And currently, as you can probably tell, we're sat on the Channel Tunnel heading back to the UK. At home we've got a couple of dogs, family dogs, and one of them that's a bit older has had an issue where they found a mass, I believe, on her spleen. So they've had to do emergency surgery to remove the mass, which generally is alright, it's fairly routine, but it looks like she's having a little bit of a reaction to the anaesthetic or a mixture of other tablets that she's on. So it's looking like the recovery might be a little bit iffy. So jointly we've made the decision that we're going to head straight back to the UK, today being Wednesday, and we were meant to be heading back Thursday, but also we were going to go and see family, so we weren't meant to be back till Saturday. So we're going to, basically we're about to go under the ground now. We are going to straight shot then right back to Cornwall, so I think it's about a 5.5, 6.5 hour drive back, hopefully. We've got headwind, we've got rain, so let's see how this goes. So we're home now, made it home nice and safe. It was an interesting drive back, a lot of wind, a lot of rain, but we're all back safe and sound. Misty seems to be recovering as much as she can be after quite a major operation, so we've just got to take it steady with her now for quite a while, get her to build her strength back up in her tummy and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think we've got a bit of a cleaning job on our hands. So, as you can see, that is absolutely grim. So, 6,000 miles, 7,000 miles of salt, mud, crap, all that kind of stuff. Let's get it clean. Now the next step's slightly controversial. I like to foam it, especially when it's this dirty. Plus it looks good for YouTube, so let's get on with it. And that's it. Our Arctic adventure is done. In total, about 6,700 miles, 186 hours of driving. The van handled it fantastically, other than a map sensor which we froze and a DPF which couldn't regen because it was just too cold. But that's stuff that you just can't test for at minus 40. She was absolutely fantastic. We have some things in the pipeline. This is not just all we set up this channel for. We have some things coming. It's a bit too early to release yet because we're not entirely sure on the details, but it'll be coming. We just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that we met. We met some amazing people on this trip, from Jess and John at True Blue, Alex from Mispronounced Adventures, and especially Ash and Marie when we were stuck with our broken diesel heater in -25. They offered us to come down to them. They gave us spare parts. They are absolutely amazing people, so we just want to say a massive thank you to them. We look forward to catching you in the next video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe.